bow.
What? I bet you can't do this. McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. When me funny had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. There went, McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
And finally, mid-October, with leaves spilled like colored pencil shavings, the streets dicing our town into neat, unfair portions, and me eating that pussy, baby. Thank you so much. There's things that I don't want to come across in my show that I worry often come across about me, because people don't realize that it's an act up here. I don't want you to ever think that I think I'm better than people or that I think I know better than people. Anyway, sorry. Okay. This is a song from the perspective of God. Books you think I wrote are way too thick. Who needs 1,000 metaphors to figure out you shouldn't be a dick? And I don't watch you when you sleep. Surprisingly, I don't use my omnipotence to be a fucking creep. You're not going to heaven. Why the fuck would you think I'd ever kick it with you? None of you are going to heaven. There's a trillion aliens cooler than you. You shouldn't abstain from rape just 'cause you think that I want you to. You shouldn't rape, 'cause rape is a fucked up thing to do. Pretty obvious, just don't fucking rape people. Didn't think I had to write that one down for you. I don't think masturbation is obscene. It's absolutely natural and the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. You make my job a living hell. I send gays to fix overpopulation. Boy, did that go well. You're not going to heaven. Eat 1,000 crackers, sing 1,000,000 hymns. None of you are going to heaven. You're not my children, you're a bad game of Sim. You shouldn't abstain from pork just 'cause you think that I want you to. You can eat pork, 'cause why the fuck would I give a shit? I created the universe, think I'm drawing the line at the fucking deli aisle? You argue and you bicker and you fight. Atheists and Catholics, Jews and Hindus argue day and night over what they think is true. But no one entertains the thought that maybe God does not believe in you. You pray so badly for heaven, knowing any day might be the day that you die. But maybe life on earth could be heaven. Doesn't just the thought of it make it worth a try? My love's the type of thing that you have to earn, and when you earn it, you won't need it. Oh, my love's the type of thing that you have to earn, and when you earn it, gonna give you love just 'cause I know that you want me to. If you want love, then the love has gotta come from you. Walking between the microphones is really awkward. Tell me about it. Women are stupid. Yeah, I fucking said it. They're the weaker, dumber sex. I can prove it to you. I like to practice safe sex. Why? 'Cause I'm a guy and I'm smarter. What do women say every time? Every time I put on a condom, what do they say? Why are you wearing a condom if I'm fucking you with a strap on? To be safe, bitch. Women, right? They're the dumb ones. It's time for a story. Let's do a story. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. A very special story, especially for you. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. Sit down and listen now, don't be a Jew. This story is called Andy. That's a glitch, you can be Jewish. This story is called Andy the Frog, featuring long and convoluted similes. And I'll warn you when one of those long convoluted similes rears its old head. So here we go. Once upon a time, there was a frog named Andy. Andy lived at the Patton Park Pond and had never hopped anywhere else in his entire frog life. He had 3 best friends. Millie, who never left her lily pad. Billy, who was always hopping mad. And Roger, who was arrested for possession of tadpole porn. So one day, Andy saw something hop across the grass on the other side of the pond. Millie, Billy, Roger looks at Andy. Across the pond stood the most beautiful frog Andy had ever seen. "She's gorgeous," said Millie. "She's beautiful," said Billy. "Bit old for my taste," said Roger. Classic Roger. And then she was gone. "I need to go find her," said Andy. "I need to follow my little frog heart." So Andy followed the beautiful frog's footsteps into the forest. He then came across a turtle. "You can't pass," said the turtle. "Please," said Andy. "No," said the turtle. And this is the first long, convoluted simile. Then there was a rustling in the bushes, and like a man who had been shot in the chest with a rifle, the turtle was shot in the chest with a rifle. Andy kept moving, but at this point, like the doctor of the Kenyan track team, his patience ran thin. Andy kept moving. He then came across a giant crocodile, and the crocodile began to chant. "I woke up this morning and I sat on a log. I opened up the menu. The menu said frog." Andy said, "No, no, please let go of me. I can feel myself dying. You're ripping out my insides. I'm never gonna find her, am I? There's no God, is there? Fuck! Fuck!" The end. The end. So, that's the end of that story. Oh. Yeah, if you're curious, the moral of that story is irrelevant because we're humans. Why would it apply to us? You know, my father is so hard to get along with because he's such a man's man, you know? He believes, like, for example, you should always fight fire with fire, which is a horrible way to live your life, especially for him because he's a firefighter, so... he was fired. That was as stupid as we get. But let's get a little stupider, huh? There's a creepy old man fishing in the park, and the only problem is he tied a candy bar to the end of his line. He's trying to catch a kid. You know, that stuff. Trying to get a little more mainstream. People complain about the way I act on stage very often. You know, they say, like, I repeat jokes. Or they also say that... They don't get, again, that this is an act on stage. And they think on stage I act too arrogant, too self-obsessed, solipsistic, self-contained, synonyms. And they want me to be a comic of the people, you know, relate to the people with the overarching glue of comedy. So I want to do a little bit of relatable comedy for you guys. Unlike you guys, you know, once a week I like to slip into a deep existential depression where I lose all my sense of oneness and self-worth. And what I like to do in order to assure myself that I am unique, and I'm not just one of many small, white, indistinguishable, perfectly cylindric checker pieces in Jesus and Satan's backgammon game, is I will I'll say a group of words that I think no one has ever said in that order, so that when I say it, I feel like, look at me participating in this new moment that no one's ever been a part of. So I'll say something random like peanut butter tribadism, or I'm your father and I loved your comedy show. Or at first I was uncomfortable leaving him alone with my children, but then I saw his mustache. Phew. Or yo, check out this Amish website. Or I work at a toll booth and I don't want to kill myself. Or that's too real. Or yo, man, my life's about three things, man, three things. Getting money, getting pussy, and the Dewey Decimal System. Or hey, can you hold my fanny pack? I'm gonna go fuck a woman. If I could break, I want to thank you all for being here because, I'm so grateful that you'd all come here and spend an hour of your time with me. And if you're watching at home or whatever, on a computer or something, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Genuinely, this is my favorite thing to do. And I'm so grateful for people watching it and enjoying it. Okay, I will now recede back into my stage persona. I just blacked out for 20 seconds. Thank you for coming. Love songs used to be so beautiful. You know, let us go then, you and I. When the evening is spread out against the sky like a patient etherized upon a table. T.S. Eliot, beautiful. Love songs nowadays, just as beautiful, guys. Usher, Justin Bieber, 1D, you know them. But these new artists, they've done something very strange to the format of the love song. They've changed it a bit. And I tried to capture how they've changed the format of the love song with this love song. I hope you enjoy it and mark the differences. Jason Derulo. I love your hair, I love your name, I love the way you say it. I love your heart and you're so smart cause you gave away it. I love your sis, I love your dad, I love your mom. But more than all of that, I love the fact that you are dumb enough to not realize everything I've said has been said before in 1,000 ways, in 1,000 songs, sung with the same 4 chords, but you'll still love it and let me finger you. Yeah, finger you, finger you. Oh girl, I hope you don't think that I'm rude when I tell you that I love you, boo. I also hope that you don't see through this cleverly constructed ruse designed by a marketing team, cashing in on puberty and low self-esteem and girls' desperate need to feel loved in. America says we love a chorus, but don't get complicated and bore us, though meaning might be missing. We need to know the words after just one listen, so repeat stuff, 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 repeat stuff. Yeah, oh, you know it. I love my baby and you know I couldn't live without her, but now I need to make every girl think this song's about her, just to make sure that they spread it like the plague. So I describe my dream girl as really, really vague, like I love your hands cause your fingerprints are like no other. I love your eyes and their bluish, brownish, greenish color. I love it when you smile, that you smile wide, and I love how your torso has an arm on either side. Now, if you're my agent, you might be thinking, oh no, sound the alarms. You're not appealing to little girls who don't have arms, but they can use iTunes, so fuck 'em, who needs them? Oh girl, oh hello Satan. Oh, Satan, you taste so good. Repeat stuff, repeat stuff, repeat stuff, repeat stuff, repeat stuff. Everybody, come on, louder, I can't hear you. Young ones, listen up. I'm in magazines full of model teens so far above you. So read them and hate yourself, then pay me to tell you I love you. And your parents will always come along because their little girl is in love. And how could love be wrong? How could love be wrong? When you repeat stuff, repeat stuff, repeat stuff, repeat stuff. I am a vessel 666. Illuminati. We know it's not right. We know it's not funny, but we'll stop beating this dead horse when it stops spitting out money. But until then, we will repeat stuff. Thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely amazing. You've been absolutely amazing. That's the end of the show. I probably should have ended it on a sort of higher note there. But yeah, that's the end of what? I hope you liked it.
Wow. Oh my God. How are you? I haven't seen you since like freshman year. Oh my God. You were so like skinny and weird back then. But now you're, anyway, you should totally come to this party I'm having tonight with a bunch of my college friends. It's gonna be off the chain hook. It's gonna be so good. You can play some songs for us or something. I've been telling everybody how good of friends we were back in the day. I know we never talked or hung out ever, but I think that's what made our friendship so special, you know? Anyway, text me. Okay, bye.
Mr. Burnham, how you doing? Good? Good. I'm an agent from out in Los Angeles. Really dig your stuff, man. It's out there, you know. I totally get it. And the best part about it, man, you got all these young fans, and which is great because young people they're very passionate and they're very reliable consumers. But what you got to do in order to take your career to the next level, you got to cater more heavily to them. All right, we've done studies. Young people do not respond to this, you know, introspective material or these challenges to the form, you know. Young people want jokes they can relate to, okay? So write a silly song about Facebook, you know? Write some jokes about Twitter or sugary cereals or Razor scooters. Relate to them. You know, also you gotta reestablish your presence on the internet, buddy, all right? It's not important whether the material's good or not. What's important is that you keep the Bo Burnham brand alive and well. You get it? Cool, we'll discuss more later. I know it's a lot. My number is 310-555. Fag. What up, dude? What's up? How are you, man? You've changed, bro. You've changed. I never knew you, but my friend's old roommate's friend said he knew you in high school and you became a real asshole once all this comedy stuff started happening. What is it, man? You think you're better than us? Think you're better than us just because you're tall? Whoa, congrats, man. You're tall. Wow, it's incredible. Whoa, you want a trophy for being tall? We should just give trophies to tall things, and every tree and building will have a trophy. Does that make sense? Yo, why are you acting all quiet and weird right now? Yo, I know why you are. It's because you're an arrogant prick. That's why, an arrogant fucking prick. I once heard that you actually act quiet because you're shy and introverted in real life, and that people shouldn't expect you to act the same way off stage as you do on stage. Yeah, that makes no sense. Anyway, you want to buy some weed?
Bo, oh my God. Bo, oh my God. Bo. 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 Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo. Bo.
Fag.
Bo. Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo. Bo.
Fag.
Bo. Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo, Bo,
Fag.
Bo, oh my god.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo, Bo,
Fag.
Bo, oh my god.
Mr.
Fag.
Mr.
Fag.
Bo, oh my god.
Mr.
Fag.
Mr.
Fag.
Bo,
Fag.
oh my god.
Fag.
Mr.
Fag.
Mr.
Bo,
Burnham.
oh my
Fag.
god.
Fag.
Fag.
Fag. Fag. Fag. Fag. Fag.
I am Satan, Lord of Darkness.
Bo, oh my god.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo, 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 oh my god.
Fag.
Bo, oh my
Fag.
god.
Mr.
Fag.
Burnham.
Fag.
Bo, Bo,
Fag.
Bo, oh my
Fag.
god.
Mr.
Fag.
Burnham.
Fag.
Bo, Bo.
Fag.
Hey! Hey!
What the hell?
Hey! Hey!
You're not gonna hit the girl? That's sexist.
Mr.
Bo, Bo.
We think you've changed, bro.
We know best.
You suck.
We think you've changed, bro.
We know best.
You suck.
We think
We know
You.
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 Mr.
Bo, oh my god. 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 Fag, fag, Bo, oh my god. Fag, fag, Bo, fag, 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 fag.
Mr. Burnham.
Well, you going to school in the fall?
What?
You going to school this year?
No, you leave it out, and I say that's my soul.
Yeah, right. Who's your teacher going to be?
Mrs. Blanket.
Who?
Mrs. Blanket.
Mrs. Boynton?
No, Mrs. Blanket is gonna be Mrs. Blanket.
Oh.
That's my friend, that's my teacher, Mrs. Blanket. And that's my teacher, Mrs. Blanket.
Rosie, what do you think you're going to do at school?
Oh, I'm gonna bring Dylan and the fruit shack and a Tinkerbell and all of my stuff. And all my stuff and banana and apple.
Yeah, I know you're going to eat some snacks, but what else are you going to do there?
Have a drink and